Dawn, 29th of May, 1453. The sky over Constantinople is the color of ash when the first cannon roars from the Ottoman lines. An iron ball smashes into the ancient land walls, sending stone and dust into the cold air. These ramparts once turned back Persians, Arabs, and Crusaders. Now they tremble like an old man under a young warrior's fist. Church bells begin to toll across the city, iron voices rolling over red-tiled roofs and marble domes. Inside the walls, people wake, knowing the day they have feared for weeks and perhaps for centuries has finally come. For 1,000 years, this city called itself Roman. Emperors here wore purple and used the titles of Caesar and Constantine long after the Western Empire fell. Yet by 1453, their dominion has shrunk to the city, a strip of land, and a handful of scattered fortresses. The double-headed eagle still flies from towers, but the empire it represents is a hollow shell. Constantinople is a museum of glories past, wrapped in walls that have not seen a major repair in generations. Across the plain, a different future is taking shape. Sultan Mehmed II, only 21, believes it is his destiny to take the city that his ancestors failed to capture. He has prepared relentlessly, building the fortress of Rumeli Hisar on the Bosphorus to choke off aid from the Black Sea, summoning tens of thousands of soldiers from across his domains, and commissioning colossal bronze cannons from master gunners. One monster gun, cast by the engineer Urban, can fire stone balls weighing hundreds of kilos. It cannot shoot often, but when it does, even the vaunted Theodosian walls crack. The siege begins in early April. Ottoman trenches, wooden palisades, and gun batteries creep ever closer to the land walls. Each day the cannons thunder. Each evening, Byzantine and Italian defenders scramble to repair new breaches with rubble, planks, and anything they can drag from ruined houses. Their tiny force, perhaps 7,000 professional soldiers, reinforced by a few thousand volunteers and sailors, is spread thin along kilometers of fortifications. Still, they fight doggedly, patching the body of an empire with their bare hands. At sea, the pressure mounts as well. The Ottoman fleet fills the Sea of Marmara, hundreds of ships forming a ring of wood and sail around the city's southern flank. Only the Golden Horn, the inner harbor, seems secure, sealed by a giant iron chain stretched between Constantinople and the Genoese suburb of Galata. Then Mehmed gambles. Under cover of night, his men drag dozens of ships overland on greased logs behind Galata and slide them down into the Golden Horn. When the city wakes, enemy masts are rising inside the safe harbor. The last illusion of safety is gone. Within the walls, life narrows to hunger, prayer, and fear. Food grows scarce, morale frays. Yet churches remain full. On the evening of 28th May, Greeks and Latins lay aside centuries of bitter doctrinal quarrel to share one final liturgy in Hagia Sophia. Emperor Constantine XI, armored beneath his imperial robes, receives communion beside peasants, merchants, and mercenaries. When the service ends, he rides to the walls, asking forgiveness from his people and vowing to die with them if the city falls. There will be no surrender. Mehmed chooses the darkest hours before dawn for his final assault. All night, the great cannons pound the already shattered sectors near the gate of St. Romanus. Then the first wave of irregulars surges forward, poorly armed men sent to die in heaps at the moat, exhausting the defenders and filling ditches with bodies and debris. Behind them come better troops, pressing ladders to the walls, probing for weak spots blasted open by gunpowder. Fires flare along the battlements, illuminating a chaos of arrows, stones, and screams. At last, the Janissaries move. Elite infantry in ordered ranks, they advance towards the most damaged portions of the wall with shields and hooked ladders, drums beating a relentless rhythm. In the smoke and confusion, a critical mistake or stroke of luck occurs. Perhaps a minor gate like the Kirkeporta is left open. Perhaps a group of attackers gains a foothold in the main breach. They pour through, expanding the gap house by house and courtyard by courtyard. The defenders fall back, fighting now in the outer streets rather than on the walls that once guaranteed their safety. Inside the city, order collapses. Refugees surge toward Hagia Sophia, believing its holiness will protect them. Merchants slam shut their warehouses. Some soldiers throw down their arms and flee. Emperor Constantine XI is last seen near the land walls, casting off the purple cloak so he can die as a simple soldier. Later, only stories and fragments of armor will remain. No one can point to his grave. By mid-morning, Ottoman banners fly over key towers, and the double-headed eagle has vanished from the skyline. By day's end, the transformation is complete. The great doors of Hagia Sophia open to new conquerors. A muezzin's voice will soon rise under its vast dome. The city that called itself New Rome is now the capital of a rising Ottoman Empire. For the Christian world, the fall of Constantinople is a shockwave that sends traders searching for new sea routes and rulers dreaming of crusades that will never come. For Mehmed and his heirs, it is the birth of Istanbul, a jewel to crown their dominion. In one dawn, 1,000 years of Byzantine history end, and another empire's age begins.